Hey guys, welcome back to another video with Lim Reviews. Super excited to bring you guys a interesting comparison that I have here. On my left, we have the Mi Watch. So the Mi Watch has been out for 1 to 2 months right now, if I'm not mistaken. So definitely have been using this for quite a bit. On my right here, I have the HUAWEI GT2. So just to be clear, this is the 42mm version. The reason why it looks a bit different is because this is the smaller version compared to the 46. So the 42 is missing one or two features, but basically it misses out on the calling feature. So you can't make calls on this watch. There is no microphone, nor is there a speaker here. But the reason why I brought these two watches together for the comparison is because of the price. So both these watches are very similar in price. On the left, we have the Mi watch that I got it for about 1,300 yuan here in China, and the HUAWEI GT2 that I got for 1,388 yuan. So you can check out the prices below for the different conversions rate, and basically the GT2 is slightly more expensive than the Mi watch right here, but the price difference between both these watches are just so close that it doesn't really matter. So let's just check out what's really different on both these watches. So on the Mi watch right here, this is running on the Snapdragon 3100 platform, whereas on the HUAWEI GT2, this is running on Huawei's own Kirin A1 processor. In terms of smoothness, I would say that the Mi watch is actually smoother than the HUAWEI watch, because everything is so fluid on the Mi watch, whereas on the HUAWEI watch, sometimes there is a bit of a stuttering. So let me just swipe quickly to show you. So as you can see, it is quite smooth as well, but every once in a while you might see a slight bit of drop in frame rate. So otherwise, still pretty good for the HUAWEI watch GT2, but on the Mi watch, this is on a different level. Everything is just buttery smooth. We can swipe fairly quick and just look at the graphics right there. So it is very nice, and yep, in terms of processor wise, I would say that the win goes to the Mi watch. So in terms of the memory, the Mi watch here comes with a 1GB of RAM and 8GB of internal memory, so you can download and install a lot of apps on the Mi watch. So there is a dedicated app store on the Mi watch, and of course, because this is running Android Wear, you'll be able to download all sorts of apps that is available on the Google Android Wear OS, and you can put it into this particular watch right here. On the other hand, for the GT2, Huawei did not specify how much RAM is in the GT2, but what I can say is that there is 2GB of internal storage, so you can also put songs in here and you can play it over Bluetooth earphones. So this watch will connect to Bluetooth earphones because it doesn't have any speakers, obviously. You only have to use Bluetooth earphones, but on the Mi watch, you can choose to either play music from the speaker that you can see right here, or connect it to a Bluetooth speaker as well. So different options for both watches. Meanwhile, let's talk a bit about that display. So obviously on the Mi watch here, you can see that the display is rather large. We have a 1.78-inch AMOLED display, and that is definitely way larger than the 1.2-inch AMOLED display on the HUAWEI GT2. So how does this really translate into real-world use? So I actually sent a text to myself right here, and we can check it out. Alright, so as we can see here, the way the Mi watch handles notifications is a bit different. So you can only see part of the display right here, and I've already turned the font to the smallest, so this is as much as you can see right here. And I would say this is pretty good actually, because it is very clear. But for the GT2, I can actually reduce the font size to way smaller, as you can see right here, and I'm actually able to see quite a lot of information on the notification itself. So you can't really enter into this. You can only see the notification, unlike the Mi watch, which, for example, if you want to reply to the message, you can actually go into the application and actually reply the message. So I haven't installed the WeChat app onto my watch yet, but if I do, I can actually reply to these messages on the go, like right on the watch itself. So that is the difference between both these watches. Essentially, I can say that the Mi watch is more of a mini smartphone that rests on your wrist, whereas the HUAWEI GT2 right here is more of just a smart watch that does really just track your fitness and all that. So while we are talking about fitness, the fitness tracking on both these watches are actually very similar. They track a lot of similar activities such as walking, running, climbing, swimming, and cycling. Both of these also track your sleep if you need that, and it also tracks the air pressure. Yeah, so that is something if you need, you can use both these devices to track all these kinds of activities, and they track it both very accurately. In terms of GPS, I would say that both the GPS on these watches are actually pretty stable as well. The GT2 actually performed a little bit better in terms of the GPS, so I'm able to get a more accurate location information from the GT2, but I wouldn't say that the one on the Mi Watch is bad. It's just that the GT2 gets locked on quicker. Moving on, let's talk a bit about the battery life for both these watches. So this is where there is a big difference between both the Mi Watch and the Huawei GT2. So for the Mi Watch right here, we only get 1.5 days of battery life, and it's kind of giving me anxiety because I keep seeing the battery percentage going down. Like every now and then it just goes down and it just keeps dropping, and it's giving me a lot of anxiety. So maximum that this can go is 1.5 days, again depending on your usage. As for the Huawei GT2, well, this is a different story entirely. It is able to stay on for about at least 1 week according to Huawei. And yeah, I've been using it for a couple of days now, and it definitely is able to hit 6 to 7 days without any issues. So battery life wise, the Huawei GT2 definitely takes the win. And a fun fact right here is that the Mi Watch actually comes with a larger battery. So this comes with a 570 mAh battery compared to the 250 mAh battery on the GT2. So half the size of the battery, but way longer. Okay, in terms of other features, once again, I would say that the main difference between both these watches is that the Mi Watch actually runs on Android Wear, and like I said, you can install lots of applications onto the watch itself. You can reply stuff on the fly. You can also make calls and all that. So basically, this is like a mini smartphone on your wrist, whereas for the GT2, this is just like a smart band. Of course, the larger version, the 46mm version, is also able to answer calls because that comes with a mic and speaker. But yeah, the GT2 is just a really good smart band. Another few features that it does have over the Mi Watch is that it is able to track your stress levels. It is able to track the SpO2, which means the amount of oxygen in your blood. So it is also able to track your breathing rhythms at night. So I'm not really sure how useful these additional features are, but if you're the kind of person who needs those features, the Huawei GT2 can do that for you. Alright guys, so like I said, this is a pretty quick comparison. Let me know which would you choose. Would you get the Mi Watch or will you go with the Huawei GT2? Again, thank you guys for watching my videos. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a feedback down in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh wait, before I go, let me just show you how these watches look like on my wrist. So let me just put it on. So very easy. The straps of the Mi Watch is very thin, like you can see here. Yes, it is very thick, the watch itself. And this is how it looks like on my wrist. I actually find it pretty good. It looks very, how should I say, strong, you know. So this is how the Mi Watch looks like on my wrist. I really like the full black outlook. Like you can see here, I've even got my watch face in this blacked out look. Very cool. All right, let me just remove that and show you how the GT2 looks like. So obviously this is probably a more girlish kind of setup. If you want a bigger watch, you have to go with the 46mm version, but that is just so much more expensive. So this is how the GT2 looks like on my wrist. I would say it's pretty slick as well, very simplistic, minimalist kind. Yeah. So alright, once again, which do you guys prefer? The GT2, 42mm, or the Mi Watch? I must say that apart from the battery life, I love the Mi Watch so much, but yeah, the battery life is just quite a killer, quite a deal breaker actually. Alright guys, that's it guys. See you guys in the next one. Bye!